this means nothing to y'all, but I just want to say, because I find it really frustrating and I'm annoyed at myself, there's going to be a lost episode of Tales of the Bold Endeavor because the last session that we played somehow never recorded it. So, as far as anyone who might be watching this is concerned, y'all just finished the Domain of Life trial. And now suddenly you're in the city. Woo! Last time in the lost episode, after Shion proved himself worthy in the Domain of Life, the crew of the Bold Endeavor decided the best course of action would be to return to Bunthor, given that from that realm you can make your way both to the plane of water by going down and the plane of air by going up. You headed towards the city of Driznokool, stopping along the way to save a young brass dragon who had gotten his head stuck in a tree and was threatening to burn the forest down in his terror. This young dragon turned out to be Lithala's half-brother, a fact which netted you another favor from Chancellor Vanesk. She said she would do what she can to get you passage through the Fixbur city ship Tear, a permanent opening between the realms of Andor and Bunthor. This would take most of the day, however, and so you ventured off into the city to see what other sights you might find. Do you have any goals, any sort of direction you decide to take upon leaving the Chancellor's offices?
Fight Club.
Every time.
That's what he likes to do.
Well, I think you've also done it here before.
During the Dragon Council Festival. That was a special event. You have fought in this city and you fought a dragon, but...
Gotta find another Fight Club then.
I guess Shion might actually work to make with it's Yori to form some contacts, and that's not a euphemism this time. But there will be drinking involved.
I think I had something I was going to do, but I did not write it down, so it is now lost to time.
I feel that.
So I'm going to follow Caesar around.
All right. Are we staying together for the most part, or...?
I think Yori and Shion would probably go off on their own for this bit. At first.
So, Leah... Not Leah, but it's... Yeah.
It is Leah.
Yeah, Leah.
You got it. You got it.
I forget. It's been a while. Damn it. Shut up. Leo is the one that holds the leash, and I'm the one that's strapped in like a little toddler.
Yes.
I was like, that way. Caesar's going to assume the place he went to before is the place where you can go to another fight club, not realizing it's probably that was a special event.
All right.
Except I'm more like an unpaid babysitter than your parent who actually cares about you.
They don't care about me.
Lethala and Calabibi are all in their own harnesses that Caesar is holding. So you just have like a tree, like a branching paths of.
I'm like a dog walker, like with multiple leashes.
It's like when the dogs put the leash inside their mouth and walk the other dog.
Yeah, except for Lithalla is actually spending some time with her family, and Calabibi went off with some of the other crew on shore leave.
I wonder what she was up to.
Not actually with you at the moment. All right. Can I have both groups? Can I have each of you please roll me a D8?
Yoink.
I'll let my escort do that for me.
Don't call me that.
I knew something was going to happen when I said that. I'm like, no, that's dumb. I'll go ahead and say it anyway.
That didn't
I
work.
rolled a D7. Or sorry, a D7. I rolled a 7 on the D8.
All right. How would a D7? Nope, we're not going to think about that right now. Alrighty. Of course it's this way. So Caesar and Leo, and just a reminder, because this may or may not be relevant since y'all split up, you are still within the month time frame that the three of y'all, all three of you, have the ability to telepathically speak with each other within a mile. And the city is large, but it's mostly vertical. So you would have to be like on opposite ends of the city to not be able to communicate with each other.
There's no mile high part of the city.
There is, but because the city is built into a mountain, it's like steps in a mountain. Um, so there, if y'all like really split up, you won't be able to communicate. But you have to be pretty far apart. But Leo and Caesar, as you are, yes, I got the names right. As you're making your way down, you got me confused. Because when you were here for the Dragon Council Festival, the fighting tournament was actually in front of the city. It wasn't in it. It was in the plains in front of the city. So you start rather mindlessly making your way down there. And you come down this one street, and all of a sudden, just get this wash of emotion and senses over you. You hear the bustling of a very live and active city, but there's also this twinge in the back of it that somehow reminds you of your absolute worst memory. And it kind of causes you to pause for a second. And as you do, just by nature of breathing, you breathe in the scent that reminds you of your happiest memory. And it's a very strange, jolting experience because you're having these two things just like interplaying in your mind. And both of them, you realize, are coming from the same place. And turning your head, you see what looks like a very quaint, small little tea shop. It's all purple wood and frills and curtains. And over the top of it, you see the sign, Temple's Tea Room and Augury Service.
Whoa. That shit's trippy. What's augury again? Like future seeing?
Yeah, divination.
That word?
It involves, augury is, reading the signs, looking into the future, foretelling.
Foretelling, foreboding.
You're
Feel like
welcome to
this was
keep going, but
I
those
was
are the
gonna say.
senses washing over you. It does cause you to stop for a moment, and that's when you realize it's coming from that place.
I do feel like this was something that Edward should have been was meant for Edward.
Oh, just wait. That's gonna be real funny when you see what the 7 was.
As tea. I don't know, you like tea, Leo?
Sometimes.
Marching on?
Now let's check it out. Good.
I don't want to completely derail. It's like
No,
you're just
it's
like pulling me. He's like pulling me. He's like, "No, come here."
It
We're gonna
is
stop here
literally
first.
what was prepped for this game. Is not derailing.
All right. Walking in, when you open the door, you hear just the daintiest little doorbell ding-a-linging as the door opens. And you see there are not very many people in here right now. It is a relatively small round room with small tables. Each table has between 2 and 4 chairs. They each have a very frilly, pretty purple tablecloth. You can't help but notice the majority of the patrons currently in here are probably on the senior side. And as you walk in, off to the left and in the back, you see behind a very small little counter a what's the purple gem? Amethyst?
Hi.
Yes. A
Andy.
amethyst dragonborn woman who you can't always tell when dragonborn are old. They kind of just look the way they do and then they die. This woman looks old. She is a amethyst dragonborn and her scales are kind of dull. Some of them are chipped. She is hunched over. She looks ancient. And she's currently just flipping through a small novel, a very large cup of tea off to her side. She looks up as you enter and then immediately looks back down at her book.
Except for the ancient woman at the counter, this feels like every time I go to Panera. Just like bunch of tables, bunch of old people. Never anybody around my age or anything. They're all doing, work.
Can I do like a so we're like Arcana check, like checking the vibe of like how much magical shit is coming out of this place?
Magic vibe check.
Magic vibe check.
Magic vibe check. Sure.
Magic
Yeah,
five
you
check.
can
I
you
had
can
to
give
say it
me
too.
you can give me an Arcana check.
Cool.
I mean, given the fact that you were essentially pulled into this place by what could only be magical entrancements by what you heard and what you smelled, there's probably some magic going on, but nothing sticks out as overly arcane. You don't see a magic workbench, you don't see runes plastered all over the walls. It just looks like a little old lady's tea shop.
Sounds like magical weed. Magical weed tea.
Are you actually pausing, or is your camera?
I'm pausing.
You were so still, I couldn't tell.
At one point, you were doing this, and you definitely froze up for that one.
I'm going to walk up to the woman and be like, "Yo, me and my colleague are tourists here, just like checking shit out. So what's the deal here? Y'all sell tea?
That's quite a bit of language, young man.
It's I'm colloquial by nature.
I'm not sure that word means what you think it means. She just slowly closes her book. If you would like tea, you can sit down at one of the tables. If you are here for augury service, let me know what it is you would like.
Ooh, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. He's just like poking his little head up over the over the counter.
Greetings, young man. My services are 10 gold pieces per strength of the spell. And I'll, of course, need to know what it is you're looking for, what spell you would like me to cast.
When you say augury services, is this just kind of like a palm reading thing, or like how much input do you need from us?
Well, it depends on what you would like. I can cast augury, commune with the gods. I can cast divination, answer a question for you, contact other planes, commune with nature. It entirely depends on what you're looking for.
This is the wrong game. My first thought was like, I want to talk to Rolf the Liftman. I want to know how famous I'm gonna be. I already know I'm gonna be. I just want to know how famous I'm gonna be.
All right.
I'm gonna give her 25 gold for that.
Well, you can keep the 5, sir. This will only cost you 20 gold.
It's a tip.
She just slides the other gold into. She looks like she's just sliding it off the table, but you don't hear a clink after it falls off the table. She reaches into a pouch, pulls out these just absolutely gorgeous black obsidian tiles that look to be almost in the shape of bones, and kind of shakes them in her hand. Am I frozen?
Yeah.
So she shakes the bones and then lets them fly out onto the table, and they crash around a little bit. She takes a moment to look at them, kind of moves a few around, almost like she's trying to make patterns in what she sees. I foresee great fame in your future. You're already well on your way.
Okay, but how famous?
Very.
Like world, dimensions, galaxies.
Are you not already famous across dimensions? It seems your names are known in many places.
I have many names, you see. You might know me. Might know a couple of them. I have it ready this time. Humberto the Hurricane,
She pushes one of the bones to the side.
Phallus O'Mallus,
She pulls one of the other bones off the table.
the Magnificent Magnus,
She flips one bone over.
Larry the Fairy.
I think you might want to retire that one.
But you can call me Manny.
Manny.
Yeah, just Manny.
Manny.
Yeah.
Well,
You mean Caesar?
Manny, Caesar. Yeah. Today I'm feeling. Today Caesar's feeling a Manny.
why does
I
Who's to
I
say he couldn't also call himself Manny?
has my camera
I
just stayed frozen? Has it not updated at all?
Yeah,
no.
no.
Right, give me 1 second.
It's just I can tie in my head this whole time. Like, Phallus O'Mallus.
And anything for you, young sir?
Can while they were like doing divination shit, can I do some telepathy on to Shion? And I'm gonna be like, we found a augur soothsayer lady, and she said she can speak to other realms, and she seems legit. Should I try and like do some primordials contact stuff or try to? Question mark.
Yeah. No, I mean, we don't know the location of all of them, so if you can find out where one or two of them are.
So remind me of the checklist. It's like we've talked to Life. We were planning on talking to who else?
There's chaos, order, and unlife left. And y'all had decided we were probably gonna do the chaos at some point, but weren't entirely sure. And then unlife and order were up in the air.
Yeah. Could you possibly contact a primordial for me?
That is a very tall order. No one has talked with the primordials in generations. Many don't even believe they exist. I'm surprised to see such a young man aware of this fact.
I'm colloquial.
I don't think that word means what you think it means.
I don't think it's what you think it means either.
I can make an
Okay,
attempt,
Caesar, my
but
bad. I forgot you had an English degree.
I make
good
no
at
guarantees.
Give it a try. And I throw her, what was it, 10 gold pieces?
Contact other plane would run you 50, although I will refund you should I not be able to.
Okay, yeah, that's cool.
Okay, the last time someone tried this in one of my games, the woman's eyes caught on fire, so just be careful.
What
I don't remember that.
primordial am I attempting to contact? Life would probably be the easiest, being life.
No, I'm already homies with that guy. Try chaos.
Oh dear. All right.
When they try doing that in 40K, people's heads explode. Multiple people's heads explode.
Yeah, I just read that.
It's not every day that you get a customer in your shop that really challenges you at your craft.
My dear young man, I do not need challenge at this time of my life. In fact, I prefer not to have it. And you see her make a number of gestures that look vaguely religious in symbology, which is surprising given the fact that you're in Telcor, and Telcor, as a rule, tends to be pretty non-religious. They don't really fuck with the gods here, but she makes a number of various like religious gestures and pauses for a moment. She closes her eyes. And I'm going to
take a few steps back.
Force her to make this save.
Her head just explodes.
She closes her eyes. And she squints for a moment. And then opens them again. What am I asking them? I sort of need to know what I'm talking about first.
Where could a traveler with propositions find them?
Where could they do? Okay, that's a very strange thing to say. All right.
Like, where are the crossroads?
She closes her eyes. And you see her face doesn't contort, because contort usually implies pain. It doesn't look like she's in pain. It just looks like tremendous concentration. And as another moment goes by, it almost warps, sort of like Leo, you've seen people cast Disguise Self before. You know how it kind of looks when, like, in the middle of the spell, as someone's face is contorting and changing as the magic changes their appearance. That sort of looks like what's happening. And for a moment, she doesn't look like this Amethyst Dragonborn. She looks like a red dragon. And then another moment goes by, and she looks like an elf. And then another moment goes by, she almost grows fur like she's a tabaxi. And she just constantly shifts her face and looks. And you see her mouthing words as if she's talking to someone. And then she opens her eyes and gasps. That was the single most unpleasant conversation of my entire very long life.
Oh, I mean, I'm sorry about that.
He said he doesn't want to be found. And if you really want him, do it yourself.
What an asshole.
Cool.
He sounded scared. I think he might have been on the verge of tears.
Well, now we gotta find him.
Didn't expect chaos to be so pitiful.
Very interesting. Okay, here's $50.
Normally this is where I say please come again, but I'm not entirely sure I would like to experience your presence again.
Don't worry, you'll know about me later.
Mm-hmm. She stands up, and you can see she's just like shaking as she turns around and walks into the back area.
Sayonara.
Shion, you and Yori take a left where Caesar and Leo take a right, and just kind of start walking. You find yourself wanting to make contacts generally with the sort of network you set up. You tend to go for either lower class or middle class folks. Those are the people that are easiest to talk to and to get into these sorts of things. Driznokool, you come to realize, doesn't really have a lower class. It's a very egalitarian civilization. Everyone does pretty well for themselves. So you find yourself going to what Driznokool might call the slums, but in any other city would be a solidly middle-class district. The houses are very pretty. They're just a little bit smaller. The gardens are not quite as fancy. And walking down this road, there are also, entranceways to gardens and houses, some alleyways. And you're passing this one alleyway that cuts a little more into the mountain than the others do. And you are suddenly just entirely awash for a moment in a very strange, visceral reaction of just illness, and it feels like every cold, flu, every physical illness you have ever had hits you at once, and then in a moment it's gone.
Oh, she feel that?
Yori has dropped to one knee. I didn't like that, and I would like to get very far away from wherever had done that.
Well, and she kind of just looks around. Do I see anything that could be the source of it, or I'm not trained in Arcana, so I'm not going to bother trying to sense it for it.
Yeah, can you just make me a general perception check? Yori can make one as well.
Shion got a 10, and Yori got a 20. Dirty 20.
All right, so Yori kind of collects herself, stands back up, brushes her trousers off. She looks around, and you see her zero in on the alleyway to your right. It is fairly nondescript. You see there are like gates to gardens on either side, but at the end of it, there is a open doorway into the mountain, which is not that weird. The way this city is structured, there are a number of things kind of cut into the mountain. A lot of houses are really just facades, and then the rest of the building is inside the mountain. The problem is this doorway is black. There's not a door. You just don't see light through the doorway.
All right. Easy way to test that. I'm just going to pick up some loose pebble off the street, cast light on it, and check it through.
It goes through, and you see it land on the inside. It's just a stone floor. Looks like a relatively small room. It lands at the feet of some sort of small structure inside there.
What kind of structure?
It's hard
Just
to
like
tell
20.
from where you are.
Oh, this is a very nice place to have such an unpleasant feeling. Not exactly easy for you to sneak around with a tight corridor, so cover my escape.
Are you sure you don't want me in there with you?
You're fast enough to do both.
Right. And she just steps into line behind you.
I'm going to now switch the light to my shillelagh. So I'm going to take a full turn to basically just set all that up.
Okay.
Fishing pole, shillelagh, glowing.
So, at the edge of the doorway, you can see more properly, and the light is at the foot of what looks to be a wooden statue in the center of the room.
Do I recognize what the statue is depicting?
Can you make me either an Arcana or Religion check?
Guess what? That is the same across these characters. Oh no, Yori has a +1. But did Yori follow in? I wasn't clear on that.
She's staying right behind you. Have you walked into the temple, or are you in the doorway?
I would have taken one step into the doorway.
Okay. Just do a little. Can you see?
I see the Driznokool map.
Is there a way you can just pull one player to a
Right click or go down to the bottom left corner where you can see our names. Right click that person and you can hit pull to scene.
pull to see? Can you see?
Uh-huh.
So the light has landed right here in the center.
Oh, no. I wouldn't be able to see that light anymore. Because I cast down my shillelagh, you can only have one light active.
Ah, well, it is quite dark in here, but you have dark vision, right?
I would have seen, so I basically saw a flash of that. And yes, I do have dark vision up to 60 feet.
And you notice there are some lights in here. It's just quite dark in general.
There's a lot going on here.
So what'd you roll?
Natural 20.
Very nice. So
For a 20.
the statues around the edge, you barely even really needed to think about it. You recognize them. It's the 12 high gods. Many of those statues are defaced, shattered, and broken in some manner. It's very strange to see a temple like this in Driznokool, because it's not a place that normally worships the gods. This is probably the one shrine for travelers who are religious and do give to the gods to come. But those statues are broken, and there are 3 wooden statues in the center. And you don't recognize them, per se, because it has been over a millennia since they were actively and openly worshipped. But given the fact that they look very much like what you have been told these 3 gods might be, it is not a hard guess to assume that the 3 perfectly intact, obviously new to the shrine statues are of the 3 discordant gods of lies, hatred, and pestilence.
Y'all found a nice nice tea shop, a nice old lady who can like look into the future for you, and I found a cult.
That sounds like more fun, to be honest.
So there's no one in here.
Not currently.
All right, I'm going to first look around, double check that, and then we'll call Yori in.
Okay.
And I want to basically just investigate the area and like try to get an idea of like how long this place has been active, if they're using it for anything other than worship, and if the worship is having any other active effects other than making us feel sick as we walk by.
All right. Can you give me an investigation this time?
All right.
Found a cult of Nurgle. That sounds way cooler.
Nope.
Nope.
That's a 5 and a 4.
All right. It is very dark and disturbing in here. You can tell from the remnants of the statues of the high gods, it was not supposed to look like this. It's not supposed to be dark and creepy and unsettling. This was supposed to be just a nice small shrine for travelers who worship the gods to come and, give their prayers. This has been desecrated, and that is what those statues in the center are doing.
And I don't know consecrate. So I can do the next best thing, and it's like, so burn it down.
I mean, everything else in the area is stone, right? The only thing it's going to hit is those statues.
All right, burn it down. And I can make fire very easily, which is kind of funny when you think about it. Well, forests grow until they basically cause a forest fire, so it's part of the natural life cycle. I have many ways of which to start a fire via magic, including at least one, sacred flame. That targets a creature. I don't know if that matters here.
You get the sense that you can target those statues with spells like that.
Stand by the door before I do this.
She just takes a big step back.
Oh, hold on. Before I do this, while I'm in the room, can I telepathically communicate with Caesar and Leo?
Yep.
I'm just gonna.
There doesn't seem to be anything blocking you.
Hey guys, are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, it was popping, Colonel.
All right, I just want to make sure I wasn't.
Get out of my brain. Who is this?
Just go back to your tea.
I like tea. I don't like tea.
It sucked.
The tea was as old as she was.
That generally denotes quality.
Yeah, right.
Tea
Man, this,
molds.
man, this wine is old as shit.
You're talking about tea, not wine.
Damn it! I want my cheese like fresh, not old. Too solid.
Oh man, I don't know if I have 3 hours to do all that. But anyway, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame, starting with the one on the right.
Okay. Can you just Sacred Flame is an attack roll, right? Or is it a save?
It's a dexterity save, which objects would automatically fail.
Yep. Can you just roll damage?
Okay, what level are we? 14? Oh wow, that's not bad. 3d8. Yeah, all these dice out, and I'm short 1d8, of course. 17. 17. Oh, fire damage plus I do extra on with fire damage, so 21 fire damage.
All right. The first statue easily goes up in flames. It is well cured dry wood, so it is just a about 6 foot tall pillar of fire currently.
I wait a full minute to see if it comes to life. It's gonna start screaming in agony or something, and if it doesn't, then I'll hit the other two.
Why did you do this? Why? We didn't want. We were hurting nobody.
Over the course of that minute, the fire kind of blooms and then dies down to just embers, and it slowly kind of starts collapsing in on itself. Nothing seems to happen.
Hit the other two in quick succession and step out and go, okay, I don't want to answer questions about this, so let's just move on quickly before someone asks questions.
You. Who's over there?
All right. We are gonna go back to Caesar and Leo.
I just want to say real quick, I'm so mad I rolled low on investigation because I bet there was lore involved in that, but I rolled such garbage.
Can I take a pee break?
Sure.
Oh.
Shion, how you doing? Want to just stick with you for a little bit?
Yeah, I can keep going.
Hold on, 1 sec. Sorry.
There's
be right
always
back, just
someone telling him he can't go.
All right. So where you're still on the lookout for mayhaps somewhere to make contact, correct?
Well, I think we already get the sense that there's not a lot to monitor from here. Like our entire shtick is basically class warfare. We're raising up lower class and disenfranchised people, slaves, and that sort of thing up against organizations and in basically society that keeps them down. If this is a relatively egalitarian society where even the poorest person has estates, like we could keep an eye on, we can make context keep an eye on this plane from here, but even that I don't see as like it'd be better to find someone in like another part of Telcor that has more issues.
Yeah, I will say that in your, various kind of poking around and asking some folks here and there, what you learn is that by and large, Telcor, well, for one thing, you learn that Telcor has a very strict, what's the word? It has kind of almost isolationist policies amongst the various factions. There's a lot more you could dig into there if you wanted to, but that's just sort of what you learn on the surface. And as far as the sort of thing you're looking for, the name you hear come up over and over and over again is Drazware, which Drazware is the city on the other side of Telcor that is run by the Chromatic Dragons. And it is a much, 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 much less nice place. Very strictly caste controlled. Strong rule of the weak. It is not an enjoyable place to live. And so when you sort of ask around about people who might sort of need help, you're directed in that manner.
Okay, yeah. Feeling like there's not really much work to do here. I mean, we could get suppliers.
Can you roll a d6 for me?
6. I rolled a 5.
All right. So, as you continue this conversation, you're walking down another road, slightly smaller, which it feels weird to describe something as slightly smaller in Driznokool specifically, because Driznokool is a city that is built for and by dragons. And I mean full-size adult dragons. Everything in this city is massive in scale. But by that scale, this is a smaller road.
So it is a hugely vertical city built for dragons. So it's like Dolmarchiar, but just scaled up. Muted.
It's an odd city, especially for someone who is not operating on the scale of dragons. Which is also funny because you don't see that many dragons walking around, at least in full dragon form. They're there. They're around. You've walked by a couple of silver dragons. There was this one iron dragon who was trying to pitch you with clearly a Ponzi scheme. But by and large, even though this is a city that is built to the scale of dragons, you see most of the people walking around are like half dragons or dragonborn, or they look like elves, humans, and such, but have very strong draconic features such that it's not hard to guess that these are probably dragons who've just taken humanoid form for whatever reason.
And I imagine it takes forever to get anywhere.
Yes. It takes quite some time. But as you are walking along this road, let me see here. Where is my coin? Hidden under all of my junk. Heads or tails?
Tails.
You hear what almost sounds like a thunderclap, but it's a quiet thunderclap. And then all of a sudden, Shion, can you please make me a dexterity save?
I'm super good at those. Not bad. Oh. Real life, I'm pretty bad. I missed the dice tower. Oh. 5.
So Shion, you get splat as a blink dog teleports directly above you and just falls onto you.
Yeah.
And it just starts barking.
I just reacting to you. Go, displacer beast!
Yori immediately starts pulling out her daggers and runs up to it, and you hear off to the side, no, I'm sorry, oh my god, I'm so sorry, Daryl, get off of him! And the dog is barking and licking Shion's mane.
You get to have all the fun tonight.
Burning down false gods, getting licked by dogs. Yeah, it's pretty great.
I know, right?
But a very, very bedraggled looking elf comes running up, and she just foists the dog off of you, who is still barking and wriggling, and she picks it up, and as she picks it up, there's that loud thunderclap again, and it blinks away, and the next thing you know, it's behind you, and it's just running around and sniffing you. I am so sorry. I'm working on training him. He was supposed to stay within the confines of the shop, but oh god, why did I Why did I think I could handle a blink dog? I'm so sorry.
It's good. It's good. Oh, that is wow. That is an impressive amount of responsibility to take on.
Oh, well, rich and famous like the fancy pets. And she grabs the dog by the collar this time and starts dragging him back. And you see he's dragging him back to a shop with the name of Ava's Animal Emporium. And all across the windows, you see various strange and exotic looking animals. The blink dog is not the craziest thing you see through the windows as she's just dragging it back. I'm so sorry if you need any sort of animal care stuff. I'd be happy to give you a discount.
Question: what size is the dog?
Uh,
Size category?
the dog size category, it's on the big side of small.
Big size, small. So Yori is actually going to kneel as the dog's moving away. He's going to kneel next to the dog and just say, basically, try to communicate the idea that the dog is that she knows the dog is playing, but that she's making it more difficult for people, for people taking care of her. And if you make it easier, then they'll be you'll get your it'll be easier for you to get your food, and you'll get you get more pleasant attention instead of them yanking on your collar and things like that. Just speak with small beasts.
All right. Can you give me an animal handling check with advantage?
Teen.
All right. As she's, talking to him and giving him a little pet, he just kind of pauses for a moment and looks between her and the elf. The elf, who, by the way, looks terrible. Like, all of the animals in the shop window look healthy as can be. Cages are clean, water bowls are filled. This dog looks happy and healthy. She looks like she hasn't slept in a week. Her hair is a mess and her clothes are dirty. But the dog looks up at her and then looks back down at Yori and then just runs its tongue all the way up Yori's face, does a little wiggle, and turns to more easily walk back with the elf. I need to learn that spell. Thank you again.
It's more of a thing that we can do, but yeah. Yori is not the most face forward person, so she's just gonna kind of clear her throat and step back.
All right.
Yori, you almost made a friend there.
Eh. I mean, I made a friend with the dog. He was cute.
We'll call that progress.
All right. And we're going to cut back to Leo and Caesar continuing their search for a fight club, amongst other things. Can one of you please roll me a d4?
I'm gonna do it this
Your
time.
turn.
I love it when we're on the same page.
Page 34. What page are you on?
All right. Let me find, where are you? Here. The two of you pass by there's a river kind of running in and through and down this city. And going over one of the bridges that cross this river at various intersections, off to the left, you hear this rather loud sloshing sound, as well as combined with a grinding sound. And you see off to the left is a water wheel that goes into a open air, well, you can only assume is a tavern given all the tables and seats, but the water wheel goes over to what looks like a massive grindstone, and there are people sitting at a bar that goes all along the edge of the grindstone, and you just hear lots of talking and laughter. It's an odd mixture of sounds. Excuse me.
Oh, the bar is the grindstone?
Seems to be.
cool.
I mean, we could use a drink. Helps loosen the muscles.
While you decide for sure on whether or not you're going to do that, I am going to take my own bathroom break. Okay.
Okay.
So are y'all
Also,
going in or moving on?
I feel really dumb because I realized my headphones the audio can be put up to 100, and that would have helped me out a lot to hear certain people. But yeah, let's go get a drink.
So describe it again to me, because I'm picturing like one of those rotating restaurants, but only the middle is rotating, and it's like a bar that's manned.
Yes, but also no. So walking in, this is a very strange structure. There is a bar that's a big circle, and that's where people are sitting. Inside of that, you see the axle from the water wheel outside goes to this center bit that is rotating. And there's actually multiple tiers. And what you notice is that the people sitting at the bar are in specific places. And there are these openings. And whenever anyone gets up to get a new drink, they go over to one of these openings. And you hear them tell the bartender 152, a number. And the bartender goes over to that area, yanks on a cable, and a sluice comes down. And the grindstone opens up, and liquid flows down the sluice from the grindstone into the customer's cup. And the customer thanks them and walks away. So the grindstone seems to be actually grinding or juicing or mixing something. And it goes down this different sluices, and you go to the one you want, depending on the drink.
Glad Rube Goldberg found a job after everybody just like stole his ideas.
Amen, bro. At least he's got work these days. What the hell? Okay, I walk up to the bar.
Afternoon, sir. What can I do for you?
Hey, what's up, man? What y'all serve here?
Oh, a little bit of everything. What are you looking for?
Uh,
How much is like out of character? How much would it cost to like give everybody a drink?
Within.
I'm looking at 5 goldish area.
I want to tell you no just because this is really stupid. But given the number of people in here currently, it's also you can't really tell because odds are that different drinks cost different amounts. But the bartender starts talking to Leo, and he starts listing off all kinds of drinks. He says, we got the liquid gold. We just got banshee oil in the other day. Lear's been mixing that one up nice. We got prismic, lucky stride, feline's ferocity. The goblin stank is real bad today, but there are some people that like that. Could get you a brain freeze, a slushy. What sort of thing are you in the mood for?
I want you to come up with new ones more of them. I really like that.
Let me get a lucky stride.
Lucky stride.
Is the banshee oil organic?
Of course. You think we'd
It's the
fool around
actual
with some
banshee, right?
slop? Well, it's been cursed by a banshee. It's really just a particularly tart ale, but we made sure it was cursed by a banshee over in winter. Has very interesting side effects.
As long as it was a banshee. A manshee, that's something else entirely.
No, we don't get that in until next
disgusting. Week. Also, I'm gonna pull out 5 gold. It's like, hey, this is for everybody gets a drink.
All right.
Whatever 5 gold will get them.
Sounds good. A lucky stride, that is going to run you 2 silver pieces. And you're going to want to go over to the third sluice over there. Ask Barry for number 2. And he hands you a cup. And
I walk over to
anything
this.
for you, young man?
Yeah, I'm gonna 5 gold. Get everybody a drink,
Right,
if
but would you
possible.
like anything?
Um,
Or do you want to
I
play
want myself
roulette?
included in that. Oh wait, roulette. What's that?
Well, I give you a cup, you pick a number, and we see what you get.
All right, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. He slams down a cup in front of you. Give me a number between 1 and 100.
5.
Sounds good. And he walks you a little bit around the bar, pulls down the third sluice from the top, and you see this just sludge of blue-green liquid come sliding down and just kind of plops into the cup. Ah,
Goblin
you got a
stank.
cannonball shot. Nicely done. That seems like it would work for you.
All right, shots. And he's just gonna slam it back.
You slam it back, slam the cup down on the bar, and let out a belch that literally sounds like the firing of a cannon. And it actually tastes pretty decent. It's got kind of a blue raspberry thing going. The mouthfeel's not awesome, but it tastes good.
Very.
I already forgot what number he told me to say.
He said number 2.
Let me get a number 2.
Ah, Lucky Stride. Very nice, very nice. Going out treasure hunting in the next few days?
Sure.
All right. And
I
he
need to after all the stuff I've paid for today.
he opens the sluice, and this very shiny, almost metallic liquor comes flowing down. And it's more than a shot, but it's not like a full drink. It looks like something you're kind of meant to sip. It's very pretty looking.
I give it a.
It
Then
smells
shoot it.
metallic.
It's like drinking a penny.
Yeah, it's kind of what it tastes like.
That's fucking nasty. But I shoot it down anyway.
All right.
Ah,
The
man,
number
that
2
tastes like shit.
The number 2 tastes like shit.
It does. It tastes a little weird. It does kind of have a metallic, like almost the sort of weird metallic tang you get when you like taste blood in your mouth. But it's not entirely unpleasant. It's also got kind of like a super dry red wine thing going on. You feel your mouth pucker up a little bit.
Ugh.
What my fingers smell like after I play steel strings for too long.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
There were a number of places. Couldn't you please give me a con save at disadvantage?
Shit. Wow.
All right. You put the cup down, and there's a weird, like, jingling and clinking sound.
I'm feeling lucky, punk.
Looking in the cup, you see 15 copper pieces.
Oh, shit. Sweet.
The drink that pays you back.
Goldfish.
Edward keeps disappearing every time he laughs.
Funny part is I turned off my camera from my perspective, so I have no idea what I look like.
You just go like this, and then you just disappear.
All right.
Yep.
Shion, can you also give me a d4 roll just to see what happens?
Who?
Shion, I just want to see if you roll a 2 and end up here with them, because that would be funny.
I rolled a 3.
All right.
You're
so
at the place next door.
we will come back to that. Is there anything else you would like to get?
I want everybody to know who I am, and I'm the one who bought everybody a drink.
You get a number of claps on the back and quite a few thank yous, and people kind of mill around deciding what they want to drink. It seems like 5 gold got most of the people in here a beverage of some sort.
Except that one guy.
Yeah, well, he wanted the pixie pot, and that's 3 gold by itself. So
Look, Caesar is very generous. He's a little too generous sometimes, but you can get your own damn drink at that point.
Pixie Pot's 3 gold.
Yeah.
I gotta try that shit. Let me get one of them.
Sounds like a girl's drink.
Okay, big man.
I mean,
it is actually it looks really strange coming down the sluice because it's poured into a shot glass and it shimmers as it comes down the sluice into the glass. And as it lands in the glass, it like settles so that there are actually layers and it looks like a little rainbow.
Wow. How much is there? Is it like a big shot or?
It's just a regular like 2-ounce shot.
I'll
shoot
try
it
it if
back.
you try it. Or never mind.
It's a shot,
like,
bro.
no,
I ain't
mine.
sharing.
So you're throwing it back?
Yeah.
Make another con save.
I just realized how small I am compared to a shot.
True.
What?
That was a
I'm
disadvantage.
very
Wasn't supposed to be.
small, so a shot is bigger than me.
A shot's not bigger than you.
The shot is bigger because he is smaller. I think is maybe what he meant to say.
Okay, it's not bigger than you though.
I didn't mean physically bigger. Whatever.
I understand what you meant. So that did not need to be a disadvantage, which means you actually rolled a 17. You feel it hit you immediately. This is like quite possibly the strongest liquor you have ever imbibed. If you were not a man who quite enjoyed spirits, you would be on your ass. And it didn't taste great, but it looked really cool.
It's strong shit, bro.
Yes, that's what all the high rollers come in and get. They like to test their luck.
Does it make him fly?
Unfortunately not. Makes you see pixies sometimes, though.
Shit, for real?
No, it's just because it gets you drunk really fast.
Oh, okay.
I would have gone with yes, because you're drunk enough for them to rob.
He won't put up a fight.
And amusingly, this is actually next door. Shion, you and Yori, you walk past this rather large open air tavern, decide it's a bit busy, walk a little further, and you see a significantly smaller building. It is literally just a walk up, what's the word? Not a storefront, but like it's just the counter, walk up counter. And you see a rather desperate looking half dragon just kind of waving a very large flagon in the air. Buy some, get some. Come and see what we got today. You look like you need a drink. Or something cool. Or maybe both.
Possibly.
Well then come up.
Okay, I guess we're okay.
All right, so are you here for the drink or are you here for the stuff?
Let's start with the stuff.
All right, that's cool, because that'll get you a drink if you buy some stuff. Now, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say this. They don't all work great. But they do all at least kind of work.
I think Caesar's birthday's coming up.
I don't know who that is, but if he's someone that likes goofy gifts, maybe this is good. So
Manny likes those.
I've got a triangle of summoning. I've got a ring of turning undead. It doesn't actually. It's not like the clerics turn undead. It just makes them pacifists, which is it can be helpful occasionally. But I've got a shattered bassoon. It looks broken, but it is technically broken, but like there is some magic that works on it. I've got a rock of returning, which is cool. You know, you can throw a rock and it comes back to you. I meant to put it on a dagger, but
Actually, might be useful.
hey, cool. All right, I don't know where it is. Give me a second. And she ducks down under the bar counter. You hear an insane amount of rustling for what can't be that much space. And she pops back up, slams her head on the counter. God damn it. Here. And she holds up what looks like a fairly decently sized rock. It's, you know, not quite the size of a baseball, but it's got some heft to it. And you see there's one very sloppy, not well structured rune just kind of etched into the top of it. That'll be 5 copper.
We'll add it to the cart. What were the other options? I got the turn undead one and
Broken bassoon, wand pointing. The boots of banana resistance. It was really cool. It was supposed to make it so that you could like slide on the ground, but it turns out it just makes it so you don't slide very often, which can be helpful at times. But it's also really annoying when you're trying to get somewhere fast because they kind of stick to the ground sometimes. But you know, if you don't want to get knocked around, it could be helpful. And then you know, we've also got the arsonist tinderbox. Got a ring of fire, which it sounds cool. It sounds like it creates a ring of fire. It really just makes you a good singer. Do you want me to keep going? People usually cut me off by now.
um
I've got a lot of stuff back here. I could also just like, I don't know, you could like buy a drink and I could just give you something. I really need to get rid of this stuff.
okay. I'll take the ring of fire.
Okay.
And the boots. Yeah, the ring of fire, the boots, and the stone.
Cool. Oh god. Someone's actually buying things. Okay. Well, oh, hold on. And she takes the flagon and she pours out what is clearly just like the most bog standard tavern ale you've ever seen. Hands it over to you. As I said, you get a drink with every purchase. And for the 3 things, can we just call 1 silver? No, hold on. 2 silver pieces.
Okay. I'm just gonna pull a Manny here and clear out my extras and just give her 2 silver, 7 copper.
Oh, okay. Oh, here, hold on. I feel like I should give you, something else here. Hold on. Oh, here. And she slaps down what looks like a square stone cube that has sort of a grid etched onto it.
The cube of Rubik.
Yes.
I don't remember what this one does.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure it's not dangerous.
We're gonna just write that in as mysterious cube.
The cube.
See, we got stone of returning.
You didn't give Edward the cube from his game, did you?
That would be a weird thing to find in this place. And ring.
That would be a sick crossover event, though.
Ring of fire, and that's like an actual ring.
Yes.
Cool.
Burn.
Burns.
Ring of fire.
All right. Thank you. I'm gonna like. Did she give us a drink each, or just she on?
She gave a drink each.
Okay. Just gonna throw back the drink.
It's beer. It's fine. It's not the greatest beer you've ever had, but it's not terrible.
All right. I wish you the best in your decluttering.
thanks. If you have any other people that, might want some quirky magical items or some reasonably priced beer that comes with a side of quirky magical items, just remember to send them over to the Buy Some Get Some.
Buy some, get some. Got it.
Because it's, you buy something and then you get something else, because I do the two together.
I actually got it. Yeah.
Sometimes I have to explain it. All right. Is there anything else y'all would like to do with your day? Anything in particular worth pointing out?
Let's see.
We're on a different realm from Buntor now, right?
Correct. Oh God, how long has that been on?
Everything good?
Yeah, I just realized I tabbed out of Discord, and hopefully I hadn't done that for too long.
Yeah, I think Shannon's gonna kind of like call it quits on finding anything useful and just go find a place to drink. To be honest.
Okay. There is a rather odd-looking open-air tavern next door.
Just resume Yori's flirting lessons.
You walk in to hear a number of people discussing how thankful they are for a random little kobold who paid for a round of drinks.
Okay, let's go find some real drink.
Wait, hold on. I wanted what the
Hey, I know that guy.
Okay, hi.
That's my first mate.
Me and Caesar are both like shit faced, and you walk into us. Hey.
Okay, glad to see that everyone is being responsible.
What's
who
up,
am I kidding?
man?
Who am I kidding? Wait. Can I get drunk? I don't know about this whole vitality thing. Also, Discord is.
What's the problem?
Discord's just giving weird readings. It doesn't seem to be dropping. It just thinks it's dropping. Whatever. Anyway, who am I kidding? Let's all get drunk. We have time.
All right. Going up to the bartender, he lists off, he kind of gives you the run of how things work, and then he lists off a handful. There's the Fool's Gold, there's the Jester's Fate, there's the Blackbeard's Revenge, Mimic Breath, Honey Wine, there's the Pixie Shot, or you can just play roulette and see what happens.
What's the Jester's? What? Jester's what? Luck?
I gotta find where it was. Where is it? Where did I put it? Oh, Jester's Fate.
Jester's Fate. Let's just do the roulette.
All right. Remember between 1 and 100.
Roulette.
1 and 100?
Are you going to roll that and then she's
Yeah.
going to... Yeah.
71.
All right. He takes you over to one that's kind of more on the side. It's almost like up against the wall, which you also notice, I said this is an open-air tavern. Looking along the outer edge of the tavern, the walls aren't complete. You see singe and scorch marks. It looks like this place half burned down and they decided never to build it back up again. But he takes you over to one of the sluices right next to one of the walls and pours you a drink that it gives off the appearance of whiskey. It's kind of like a dark, malty brown liquid, and he puts it into a smaller cup and hands it over to you.
Okay, I normally sip my drinks, so let's see.
Tastes like a whiskey without any of the burn.
What is this?
that's the regular's night. It's water that's been prestidigified.
That is tough.
This is what happens when you roll
All right.
roulette.
All right.
JD,
All right.
you got non-alcoholic alcohol?
All right. Okay. 23 for me. Yeah, 23 for me and 64 for her.
All right, so he takes you around. 23 is called the Eaglethorpes, and it is a bright yellow liquid that tastes very lemony and quite sour. It makes you kind of pucker up a bit. And can you please make a wisdom saving throw?
GM?
Yes.
Ooh. My wisdom is decent. No, it's not. 13.
You feel a little bit skittish, a little bit anxious. There's nothing happening. There's nothing around. As far as your conscious mind can tell, there's no reason for you to be nervous. You just feel a little.
What's that one called? Liquid anxiety. Quite literal.
Yeah, some people who are, real confident like to know how the other half lives sometimes. And you said 64 for Yori?
Yeah. Yeah, the other half live in terror and despair.
So Yori got the dandelion, which looks like a carbonated beer, but it's a little thicker. It's got kind of a weird, slightly viscous consistency. And as she takes a sip of it, it tastes very malty. Not unpleasant, but a little more than you generally look for in a beer. And can you roll another D100?
All right. $35.
You see, Yori normally keeps her hair back in a pretty tight, slick back bun because she doesn't like to have it in her face. And you just see one gray streak of hair just sort of appear and grow and wind itself into the bun.
Aging.
Well, apparently I have internal youth, and you just gained about 100 years.
She punches you as hard as she can in the arm, which is not terribly hard. She's more acrobatic than strong. But
Dex build.
Okay. Ow. Ow.
liar.
Is that temporary?
I believe so.
Ooh.
I don't feel any different.
Okay.
Caesar,
I got you a
old
gift.
people.
Caesar, I got you a gift.
Ooh. He's drunk enough not to question it. But then again, he probably would just take it anyway.
I give him the boots of banana resistance. Can I just drop this?
Banana resistance?
Yeah, that's what you called it, right?
Yep.
What's it do again?
It makes it so you don't slip around on the ground. Basically, it gives you an advantage to a roll to avoid being forcibly moved.
Can I get some of that to go?
It's not a drink. It's boots.
It's a pair of boots.
I'm handing you a pair of boots.
Oh, I thought it was a drink.
I got you a gift. I hand you boots.
I was
Can I
like,
get those
I can't
boots to
drink this.
It's from the place next door. They got a bunch of weird shit like that.
Yeah.
Sick.
And you don't need this, but maybe if you need a backup singer or something, and I hand Leo the Ring of Fire. How do I give people things?
I have no idea.
Can
I was
drop this in here?
I was
Yeah,
so
press
ready to
E.
be pissed off when you handed me that, but you saved it with the backup singer thing.
Yeah. I can't. I was hoping I could just drag it out of my inventory and get and place it somewhere for y'all to pick up, but apparently that's not a thing. And I'm wait. Can I do this? placed them in the Bold Endeavor thing. I mean, it's just the name. It's not like I wrote the effects on them. But so y'all can just drag them out of there if you don't want to write it all up.
All right. Would anyone like another round, or is it about time to head back towards the Chancellor's offices?
I thought we had like a day. Like we wasn't nothing was gonna be available ready until the next day or something like that.
She said it would take most of the day.
Oh,
Dang it.
If
that's
you,
You're
awkward. They're
drunk.
just gonna walk back their shit face. That's cool.
That's
Oh,
not to
luckily I
say it
didn't.
couldn't take the day, but she said it would be ready. It would just take
Okay.
most of the day.
Yes, as we're heading back, I hit everyone with healing salve. I can just pump 5 points on y'all and get rid of your
Which is
drunkenness.
funny, for some reason I had like 3 hit points less than I probably should have, so
No, you don't
worked.
heal.
Oh.
I just get rid of your drunkenness. I spend 5 hit points. Spend 5 of it to get rid of your because it expels poison.
What were we doing before we started today? Because I don't know why I have 3 less hit points.
I have 4 less as well. I'm pretty sure we did something.
I'm at full HP.
I do not recall.
Me.
It's all the one shots.
We'll probably sleep. We'll sleep at some point, I guess.
How do I
It's just
find
a couple of points.
the ring or whatever?
What?
The
How do I
ring of
find the
banana
item?
fire.
Oh, it's in the Bold Endeavor cargo. And you can just drag it onto your character sheet and it should work. We made a lot of rolls on that
Oh,
one
I
shot.
see.
So the Ring of Fire gives you +1 to performance checks, specifically when you're singing.
Sick.
And none of this requires attunement, by the way. Not that you would expect it to, but I feel the need to point that out just in case.
Cool.
I'm going to not mess with the mysterious cube. Yeah.
I don't know. I was trying to find it, and I just went to items, and I'm like, all right, yeah, magic daggers, unidentified spear. I don't remember having a spear. Just a spear sticking out. Like, I don't remember that there.
It's been on your back for months.
How
Yeah,
drunk am I?
I still have this trident from like a million years ago that I don't remember. I'm pretty sure
We have beholder bits on the ship still from like
Yeah.
a year ago in game.
Yeah.
We never sold them? I thought we were
We
gonna.
have gemstones, arts. We there's a bunch of stuff that we never actually bothered selling.
I feel like the beholder bits are probably rotting at this point.
Keltha figured out how to pickle them.
Cool.
Yum.
I also real quick. I want to test the stone of returning. Just gonna give it a nice light. Make sure there's no one around. And give it a nice light toss.
Where did you put his stuff? Like, I
You go
went
to
in
that.
there.
You go to actors and then Bold Endeavor living ship and then cargo and crew.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
You toss it, and it lands on the ground, a ways away. Kind of rolls, rattles a little bit. There's a moment, and then it just slides across the ground back to you, making a rather unseemly scratching, scraping noise as it goes along the ground. And then just kind of bumps into your boot.
Hey Yori, climb up that building and drop this down.
Do we need to get permission from the people in the building first? You mean just climb the facade?
Yeah, just climb the facade. Just drop it off.
Okay. She climbs up 2 stories, drops it. And the rock starts sliding, grinding its way up the wall.
Stuffing all of the walls and like the decorations.
Yep.
Perfect. Excellent. No flaws whatsoever.
Zero
It's
complaints.
like a snail, but it's a rock.
Okay, I think we're ready. How many of us need? Do Yori and I need lay on hands?
Did you drink enough to get drunk?
We only drank what we said we drank, one of which wasn't even alcoholic, and the other two were kind of
Non-alcoholic alcohol.
You're probably fine.
okay. I let them enjoy their drunken state until we get closer to where we're supposed to be going, but then I just like grab them on the shoulders and just go, "All right, guys," and just shake it off.
No, I was
And then
having
I remove my hand.
fun.
When I remove my hand, there's like an almost like a fungal growth or yeah, left residue left behind, and it kind of like spreads across you, seeps in your body, disappears, and you are now sober.
Ugh. Fungus magic, gross.
Fungus magic.
All right. So, returning to Chancellor Vanesk's offices, you are led back in, and I think we will leave it there for the moment.
Yeah, we can still hear you though.
I
Oh,
can
you
hear
can
you.
also
But
hear the
just...
fucking jet plane.
God
Yeah.
being angry. Yes, we can hear that.
Did you just refer to the United States Air Force as God?
No. I referred to monstrosities of human aviation as God.
Yeah, the funny thing is, we're in a crash zone, and if one of them crashes and kills us in a fiery explosion, nobody can sue them because we willingly decided to live here and had to sign paperwork for it.
Solid.
Yeah.
And I laughed because I'm like, I don't remember putting this name in there. I couldn't help but laugh. And it's like Phallus O'Malice was the one I added. I don't remember adding it at all.
Is it like PHALLUSO apostrophe MALICE?
Whatever's funnier.
Okay.
Ooh,
Hey, we're
ooh.
back. Woo. It's been a while.
Hey.
Caesar got so drunk he forgot who he was going to fight.
So, I had a table, right, of
Mhm.
potential encounters. And I had y'all roll for them. And we did most of them, but it was getting, towards time, and was tweaking it to the ones that I knew weren't going to take quite as long. There was a potential to find a fight club. You just didn't roll it.
Damn.
There's a fight club in the bottom of a super bougie bar.
Caesar gets a little ADHD sometimes.
All right. Any questions, comments, concerns?